this is Breezing Through, and I'm Emily. So today I have something a little different for you. If you're new here, I have these really awesome floral arrangements that my mom makes every season. Not just for the holidays, but she will make one for Valentine's Day. She does like a spring one, she'll do a summer one, a fall one, and then a winter one. And I've done some videos about this on like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, but I haven't done a full-blown YouTube video about it before. And I actually wasn't planning on doing this. However, I was with her when she did my arrangements this year, which I'm not always with her when she does them. And so I just started videoing and I started talking to her about it. And after we did all of these conversations, I decided to put it together into a video. So it's actually, the audio isn't perfect and it was filmed vertically, not horizontally. So you'll have to bear with me on this. But I thought it would be really cool to share it with you guys and just share some of her tips and tricks for making these kinds of arrangements, because this is stunning. Like, this is just, it's a work of art. And it's always different and it's always just absolutely beautiful. And so I just thought it'd be fun to share her thoughts on how to do this and some ideas that she shares on how to shop for pieces to put in here in these kinds of arrangements. So let's go ahead and get started and see what Paris has to say.
Everything out of the bag, and we separated it into light category so we know what we're working with. And we have the vases out that we're going to be working with. And lucky for us, we have the foundation pieces from last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. The foundation pieces are a piece that I've taken and wired together more than one piece so that, one, they stay together, two, possibly I wanted more height out of one over the other, and so I've got more height, as you can see, and I used the wire to do that. Now this guy is looking a little shaggy, and so I'm going to take the hairdryer, which I won't make you listen to, and we're going to puff him out, and so come back and see. It's better with glitter to use a hairdryer as opposed to a steamer or a curling iron if you can, because you don't want to mess with the glitter, and the hairdryer just blows it around as opposed to peeling it off.
Or burning it.
Or burning it when you're working with it. And so if you look at him, she looks much nicer now.
She does.
Than she did before. And so now we're going to get started. Yeah, the reason I use this big branch is for stability in the very back. And so it kind of holds the whole thing, brings it forward, means you don't have to have as much, and it's nice and white, but it makes it nice and tight. And it also fills it out.
It gives it a little bit more green too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I need you to pull this one apart.
Right here?
Oh, I need all three of them pulled
separate.
apart. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I need you to do the same thing with that
one? Okay.
It's just too much.
That way you can spread them out more.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about how you pick floral pieces to go in an arrangement.
Actually, it has everything to do with what somebody wants. So these are what Emily picked, and I work with what Emily picked.
Right, but when you and I are out shopping,
I'm looking for colors that coordinate, styles that coordinate. There have been a few times that I have picked something and it just does not work. It just does not work with anything. For example, I bought some of these and they're kind of a silver, but the stock is kind of brown. They're downstairs. I can't get them to work with anything, which is probably why they were on such a good sale when I bought them. I can't get them to work with anything. They don't look good with anything. And then I bought these big feathers again. Can't get them to work with anything. Thought they would work. They don't look good. I broke them up into teeny pieces and I actually put them on the Christmas tree, the candy cane Christmas tree. Mm-hmm. And they kind of disappear into the tree, which means they look fine, but they can't go into a centerpiece because they look terrible.
Right.
And so those were two mistakes I made. and I won't make them again because they're kind of similar in mistake.
You'll tell me to go get like berries, or you want a height of something. Like, talk about the different
So
kinds of things to get.
it depends on how tall you want it. So Emily puts hers in a spot on her cabinets in the TV stand, and she's looking to fill a great deal of space. I have a similar issue with ones that are on the floor, and they need to be very tall. And so you're looking for very large picks, and a lot of times very large picks are fairly expensive, and you don't get a bulk of them in one bunch. You get little pieces at a time, which is why
you get one big poinsettia.
Right, one poinsettia, not three, which is why I said that I had pieces that were already put together, that I had done from a couple of years ago. They were already put into a bunch. It was a poinsettia and a large kind of a tree stalk and berries, and that's a good foundational piece in a variety of heights, so that you get the good height setting. It just really depends on what you're looking for. I go for more reds and greens, very traditional colors, and so I have some right here, and
you sometimes go with those. You have other ones though, that like that pink bouquet that's downstairs.
So what I was going to say though, these are all kind of scraps. These are all kind of nothing I can get to work right now. And so I'll probably take, for example, these pieces, and you saw Emily give them back to me separated individually. It's amazing what you can do with a whole stalk that has been separated. So you're using, instead of a whole big stalk, like this was a whole big stalk, very tall, very large. It was outrageous to work with. But you break it down into these small little palms, and suddenly you only have one palm to work with. And one palm to work with is quite easy to do. You can put one palm or two small palms anywhere, where you can't just put a big old huge palm somewhere. It just doesn't work. And so it just depends. Now this particular piece is for their dining room table, and so it needs to be 360. So it can't have a back that's flat. It has to have character all the way around. Now you'll also note that these Christmas ones don't have any Polish pottery in them. They are simply the florals. Aren't a lot of wintry pink Polish pottery that I've found. You never know, I might eventually, but I haven't found it yet. Okay, anything else you want on this one?
Spin it around. I think it's very white on that side.
Which side? Right here?
Right there.
Okay, well,
Maybe,
I can fix that.
I think it's Jackie's side. It's the side that faces Jackie.
She wants it white, but she doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
Oh, not done yet.
Right. And the tree.
I know. And so we do try and find these very unique picks like these when I don't have Polish pottery, that are kind of these standout pieces that just add a little bit of pop or flair to the whole centerpiece. Where otherwise, if you didn't have it, it would be boring. But now that you do have it, it's very fun. That what you needed?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jackie has decided that she wants to have a centerpiece in her room. Where does she put it?
It goes on her windowsill.
Okay, I need that broken up. Oh, wait. Okay, so sometimes this is a stalk that was from these little palms, but it can be used for if necessary, and I think it might work perfectly, again, as a foundational piece. I need my glasses to find the hole. And now I need these cut down to like here.
Okay.
So I don't throw away many of these stick pieces, because I can end up using them for something else, which I often do. So I need a couple of these cut down a little bit so I can put them in like this.
Is that short enough?
Yeah, that's gonna work.
How many more?
3.
3 more or 3 total?
3 total. And when you first see these going together, you just kind of think it's a bunch of nothing. And you're not wrong. It's kind of a bunch of nothing, which is actually the beauty of it. So flower arranging is like raising children. And I've said this before, you're never finished. You just keep working it and working it and working it until you have something that you're really happy with. They might not be really happy with it, but you can. I find it extremely relaxing and very fun because every time you do it, it's different. I think she's gonna like this.
I think she is too.
It's very whimsical, and it really is the scraps.
Yeah.
Can you cut it off like right there?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not crazy about this little guy. There's just one.
The blue.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a pink one off one of these. How about cutting one down for me?
I actually kind of think that's perfect.
Do you?
Yeah, I think she's gonna love it just like that.
Uh-oh, that popped out.
That on the little stem. Yep.
That's not gonna work. So what I need are several of these cut back. Oh, let's see.
Will that help?
Maybe. That's fun.
I love it. I think she's gonna love it.
Very cute. Don't have a lot of stuff left.
Yeah, but this one is, it's front only, it's in that kind of corner, so it can't be very big anyway. This one's always kind of the, I wouldn't say afterthought. It's never an afterthought, but like much smaller than the other ones. Do you want to twist those together?
Yeah.
Something to do that.
All right, take that apart for me.
How far apart are we? Just like all, everything individually?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only thing you're gonna get here, because that's.
Well, I'm glad we didn't clean up this room and make this bed first. I wonder if this will work in this.
We still have some berries and poinsettia, or 2 poinsettias.
Yeah, the poinsettias and the berries I'm going to take with me to put in your other two once we get them home.
Okay.
I kind of like that funny blue.
And cut those shorter if you
Yeah.
want. I made them a little bit longer.
Is there a purple big one?
Mm-mm.
Isn't it funny how it comes together like all of a sudden? You put
Mhm.
one thing in and it's like, oh, that was the one thing it needed. Bring it together. And sometimes you have to start over. Because you just need something in it that it doesn't. And I think that's going to,
That'll help with the base and.
that will be what it needs to. So it's amazing how you can take old flowers that you have. So if you have old dried flowers that you don't really like anymore, take them, cut them up, use them in,
Move them around.
and use them in a centerpiece. And it's amazing what transpires when you just start to cut them and make them different. Because Jackie's is all old stuff.
Yeah.
And it's darling.
It is. It's super cute.
I think that one piece made all the difference.
Yeah, in the bottom.
Isn't that funny? How that one little piece can just.
But hit everything. It doesn't make it look like you have all these stems at the bottom anymore.
No. Just always trying to poke out. And then we have this stem right here, which I do not like, so we hide it. Now it doesn't totally make it disappear, but it certainly
Eye catching.
sabotages it a little bit, so it doesn't catch your eye like it was catching your eye before. Okay, does it need something? Oh, the one thing that we were doing with it,
What's the blue?
and so now I think we can actually accent with the blue instead of putting all those blue pieces in. What do you think?
Yep. And look at that. We used all the new pieces.
Well, we got a couple of these. Oh, except for one thing of macaroons still right here. I like that blue, even though it's not a.
Yeah, it's not the same blue. It's different enough though.
And there you go.
It's super cute. Hopefully that was helpful. I know the audio wasn't great in some spots, but it shouldn't have been too bad. I tried to edit out the really bad parts, but she really does have a gift for this. Like, this is something that we've told her she needs to do professionally. I don't think she will anytime soon, because right now it's just super fun for her and it's relaxing, and she does it for my house. She does the three vases, well, I guess 4 now with my daughter's room, 4 vases for my house, and then she does vases around her house, and then she does them for one other friend. But that's it. She doesn't do them for anything else, which I think she should. I think she should take stuff on as she wants, because she has a gift and they're stunning. So if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you can see more videos like this in your feed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.